Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and thanks for joining me on this cold winter day, evening. I don't know, it's kind of a foggy day here in Men of War Assault Squad 2, I should say, as it's the Soviets versus the Germans. I guess it's rainy, which is a little strange for it's foggy, rainy, gross. It's going to be a hell of a battle here, playing against somebody named Argentina, so we'll see exactly what they have to offer. And this I don't know if they're skilled, it doesn't really matter. I'm just out for some fun in a 1v1, that's all. So typical strategy here is to cap this heavily, well, not heavily, but this heavy cover here on this wall, and kind of move up slow and get a foothold on each section before pouncing, and then eventually giving them the left hook on the far left as you try to cross the railroad tracks and get that other flag. That's usually a good way to kind of lure them into the middle for a battle. I hear an MG42. Oh, trooper there right out in the open trying to throw a grenade. Soviets, we are versus the Germans. I think I hear the MG42 somewhere. I've got to hear it. We haven't taken any losses yet. That's pretty good. Alright, we are clear to move in on that flag, I think. Alright, and we'll take that position. Alright, oh, wait a minute. No, looks like there's a rifleman coming up. Shit, total loss there. Get another friendly to come on over. Something exploded. He tried to toss a nade there. Alright, so he's not capturing the middle. We're about to capture the right side here in a second or two. Gonna try to get up a set of bags. Send over some PPSH troopers, also known as the walking machine gun. And we'll try to take that middle. DP-29 here did a good job of clearing out the troops in the center. I thought I heard a vehicle for a second. I guess not. Guy's crawling up on us here. I don't know what the hell he's trying to do. Oh, I was gonna nade his ass, but I guess he's running behind the fuel tanker. Alright, we have a armored car. Gonna be a 223. Okay, I was gonna say it's a 222, but I guess not. We'll just lay down and let him come to us. 222 rather would have really set him ahead. He could have knocked out that bag position and possibly countered any vehicles that we could have sent his way. I want to take out the vehicle first, so we'll wait on flanking on that left attack. He's coming for us, so we're going to get up, pop up and get on the line. See if we can kill that German. Both troopers missing at point blank range. And lay him back down. Alright, so if we get a T-60, that'll be a pretty good advantage over what he can call out. If he does get a Panzer III, we can go bazookaman and try to knock out the vehicle here, to the best of my knowledge. T-60 is available now, so we'll crawl over to the right side. He's called out a light vehicle, so he can also go infantry again. So there's a high chance of him countering with a tank and infantry at the same time, or relatively close. Looks like that vehicle on the right, he's still fighting there on that right side. Gas tank just blew up. German there is going to throw a nade. He's down. Guy on fire. Wow, some real carnage here. That vehicle's fleeing. Time to chase him. There he is. And fire. There we are. That thing fires extremely fast. I don't know what the hell those guys are still shooting at. They're shooting at a dead body. Come on, AI. You should have known better than that. What a waste of ammunition. He has not taken the flag on the left, so I'm assuming he's a relatively new player. Shit, even I feel new all the time. It's hard to get used to a game that constantly changes, with tactics that constantly change and whatnot, so it's always an ever-changing environment. Not smart of me to come out here with a possible AT that could be there, and our tank. There's that 3 we expected. That's 3 offs J. I'm gonna go ahead and back up from that. There's pretty much nothing we can do. We could possibly track it and keep it still, but that's gonna be highly unlikely. We'll get hit here. Yep. And we may as well we're gonna abandon, and then we'll repair, and we'll come up with possibly a T-34 at some point, if we can. It's going to be about 171 points till we can buy the 76 with the smooth turret rather than the octo. I don't really know what the major differences are in this game, but anyway. Alright, so we've got a tank here. We're going to have to take that out. We've got about 30 points to the Zis 3, and we've got about 100 and something points till the initial T-34 we can get. We're just going to keep down now. This is his turn to kind of take over the battlefield a little bit here, and he's probably going to rock on us with some more infantry in just a minute or two. That tank will provide cover for the center. He'll take the center. We'll hold the farm, and it looks like he's taking the left side. So hopefully, I'm hoping that he gets into gear and captures a point or two. Here comes the infantry, and he needs at least 2 points. He needs to at least decap this point to stop my points from going up, and he also needs to capture 2 points in order to gain points as well. So it'll be a standstill unless one of us holds 2 points constantly. Well, I was thinking about doing some tutorial series on this game as well, though it's been out for so long and so many of you have watched me and Sherman and other great YouTubers play this game that I don't know exactly if it's really going to be something that a lot of you would really need help on. A lot of you actually are way better than I am. Byron and John, of course, the Rat Pack, are very good players. Watch the Devil's Brigade as well if you want to see more Company of Heroes and Men of War Assault Squad playthroughs, as well as Wargame. They play Wargame as well, and with Act of Aggression coming out and or out as we speak, those two are also very big fans of Ruse, and so it's a really, 2015 is a really exciting year for a lot of us to play new games, and oh boy, Argentina made a mistake here, showing that side. We should have actually hit him there, but you know, here's a good example of blind firing, kind of just guessing where the enemy might be, kind of trying to listen to the engine movements and take a guess as to where he is. The 3, of course, is no match for the 76mm T-34. Now, you see how my little reticule there is kind of stopped. It's green. It looks like it's being stopped by an object. That's because that tank is there. So if we continue to fire at that, we'll probably eventually kill the crew. We'll call up an assault squad then, and we'll try to make sure that middle is absolutely secure. And we'll send a few troops to the left side to make sure he doesn't flank something smart around. You never know. Even newer players, especially on maps such as Canyon, can really put up a hell of a fight. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. They definitely know what to do. He was trying to manually toss a nade there, and that was a good attempt at trying to take that bag down. He's trying to advance across the field now, laying down. That's smart. That's good. Keep your men alive. Keep your men hidden. But those PPSHs are extremely difficult for any infantry to take out. They're very effective. All right, so he just tried to fire a bazooka at our tank and damaged the main gun. His tank is also damaged. Our T-60 is ready to rock again. We're going to go ahead and hit the repair button, which is also Shift plus R. Call up some tank crew for that tank, and we should have more vehicles on the field. Even though we disabled it, we still repaired it, which gives us a little bit of an advantage, and we should have an okay enough crew to keep rocking here. So we're going to just keep this assault squad here just to kind of cut down infantry that's coming in, and we do have a spot on the left, eyes on the left, so we're going to go ahead and get another assault squad group ready on the left side to attack. And so in the meantime, we're going to keep him dancing. He definitely needs to push in order to score. He could. The best bet would be on my right with some sort of vehicle with an auto cannon, though. You know, I mean, he might not know that. He might not have the points for it, etc., etc. So this T-60 does have the capability to track the vehicle and/or turret, main gun it, I should say, and that would be a huge benefit for it. To knock that tank down. But this Panzer III, though it may be not the greatest of armor, it can still deflect a lot of T-76 or the T-34-76. He just left at this point, so and I don't blame him. But we'll continue to fight against the AI here as I try to at least make something worthy to teach some of you a thing or two about the game. Though I'm no expert by any means. Looks like he was actually starting an attack on the right side as well. The AI now takes control of his infantry squads and tanks, but I don't believe it can call anything else out. So as soon as we've captured this last flag, it'll be over rather quickly. So the assault on the right side is not going so well for him, and a lot of this game does come down to RNG. If you can get a machine gunner that can kill half a squad that's laying down in a field, and then in other scenarios, that machine gunner could get killed by somebody with a rifle as soon as he's laying down to shoot at them. You know, you never know. It's always a big thing in this game to kind of just pay attention as to what's going on and know that your plans aren't always going to go to plan, as sometimes you really have to adapt. And smarter players know, such as Hansi, to make more of less, which basically means if the enemy calls out a Tiger tank, the best thing you could ever do is, instead of countering with an IS-2 or a Patton, the best thing to do is to try to get a Bazooka Min to flank it. Killing a Bazooka Min in this game is 135 points for the elite. It's 70 points for standard AT infantry, or you could spend 1,400. So you be the judge on how you want to call it out. Of course, an IS-2 or a T-34 can deny the enemy a lot of area, as it has multiple guns and continues to fire and has great longevity, but nothing quite compares to a Bazooka Min in the right place at the right time. So the infantry is still advancing on the right. These two troops here were killed. These two here were hugely beneficial to holding this position on the right. The bags were a good call as they stopped the enemy from advance. Oh, what the hell? He's got a sniper? Oh, that's what that was. Okay. So there's some sort of sniper on the right side, so we'll just kind of lay down here and let him come to us. And we'll pop up only when needed. We do have our squad lead here, which he does have the stick magazine for the PPSH, which I've shot this before, by the way. It's a really cool weapon. You're definitely supposed to fire just in, like, 3 or 4 round bursts, though it's hard to with that kind of RPM, which is rounds per minute, not rotations per minute, different from that of a car. And that squad lead goes down. We're losing the flag on the right, or we've lost it because of enemy troops that have capped it and then apparently moved out of it. There's definitely a sniper around here somewhere. I'm just wondering where he is. Oh, there he is. He's over there in the bushes somewhere. Let's see if we can get this guy into cover so he doesn't get sniped. There we go. Alright, he's better protected than he was. Let's get a grenade ready. We've got a German there kind of walking out in the open. A couple of seconds on that cook by the time it hits the ground. There you go, knocked him down. A lot of this game, too, by the way, is kind of predicting where the enemy will move and or where they are and or where they will be for artillery shots, for mortar rounds, and for your infantry movement. And, of course, the biggest thing on the battlefield that you can ever do is to listen for approaching tanks and also to look for trees that are being toppled over by vehicles. If you hear, some players are as good as to know, and I can do this myself, is to know kind of the difference between certain engines. If you hear a certain engine type over another, you'll know that you'll probably be facing a T-34 versus a Tiger versus a Sherman, and you can definitely know the differences between those just with a keen ear. So keep that in mind. So not a total loss in a video. I guess I'm kind of happy to have taught everything without, being all crabby about it sometimes. In the heat of battle, things get heated up in this game. That right there, that guy who just ran out in front of me and moved to the right, that's exactly the kind of thing that that would frustrate you in this game. But anyway, so that's it. No one else left to fight. We got him. I destroyed his tank, and that probably frustrated him. I don't blame him. But anyway, nonetheless, a good experience to teach you guys a little something through a little bit of gameplay. So thanks for joining me. Till next time, password Pimp and Strong. Bye.